Boy, let me tell you something. Remember how I was talking about how I'm going to put my boxing content on another channel and that I was going to be covering boxing part-time? These are the type of fights that make me be like, yo, why the fuck do I keep fucking doing this to myself? I'm a masochist. You know, and I like Mick Zerafa. I'm T-Street Controversy. T-Street Controversy with Fight View 360. I'm sorry, I'm getting back into the swing of things. I am still going to be covering boxing. But as I've told you guys many other times before, you know, it's here. I'm covering other content and I'm enjoying the content, like enjoying covering content that I'm putting out, because a lot of the boxing stuff was starting to feel like a chore. And maybe I was burnt out. I don't know. You know, I don't know. A lot of pressure going on in my life right now, but everything's getting better. Brighter days are ahead. I'm T-Street Controversy. So Mick Zerafa, 160-pound contender, went the distance when a Danilo, Creati, and basically Zerafa looked like shit. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is what you want me to do, to tell you the real, like, you know, and I can't wait to hear Big J. I know he probably going to be pissed. So before I bring him in, let me tell you what was on the line. He's trying to get a fight with Golovkin at 160 pounds. He's currently ranked number 2 by the IBF at 160. And I'm not sure, number 1 by the WBA as well. Golovkin will put a boot in his ass. So let me see what Big J's doing. Let me turn this up. Ring me in 5. Make sure we mention Zerafa didn't watch Creati. Damn, he's pissed already. I'm going to go 6 rounds to 4 for Zerafa. He won, but, you know, did he not take this dude seriously? I mean, clearly, right? Let me turn it up. See if they read the cards. Here we are. Boy, what a fucking stinker. It's 7 o'clock in the morning over here. And I got no thawed breakfast meat, so I got to go to the market. I'm hungry as hell.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of middleweight professional boxing action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge John Cauchi scores the competition 98-93. Brad Vocali 99-91. And Charlie Lucas, 98-92, for your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Michael Pretty Boy Zerafa.
I mean, there's no doubt that he won. It's just that he looked like shit. Oh, he's coming after the WBA. He's putting at the WBA patch. They all getting intimate. They getting real intimate over there. Like, look, they still at it. He's still going. What the hell? I mean, I understand, you know, I'm not trying to be ignorant, but it's like, all right, bros, get a fucking room. Let's listen to what he had to say about his performance.
Yeah, look, you know, it was a pretty shitty performance on my end. You know, he's a very, very awkward and tough. You know, I definitely overlooked him. You know, no excuses. He's tougher than he looks. And, you know, full credit to him and his team. You know, I took this fight on 4 weeks' notice. But, you know, I haven't fought in 3 years. So, you know, I needed the rounds, and he's one tough dude. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. When you say you overlooked him, what didn't you do?
I like when fighters fess up that they look like shit.
Hard, you know, I just thought my ability, I've been all around the world, and he's just awkward. You know, I didn't think he was going to move that much. And, you know, full credit to him. He was tricky, you know, I saw shots, but, you know, just his movement, he's awkward, he's long, and, yeah, no, full credit to him. But we got the W, that's what we come here to do. And, like I said, on to bigger and better things.
Any concern by the fact you just went the distance in what wasn't a fantastic fight with Danilo Creati, with the big names you're talking about next?
No, not at all. Like I said, I took this fight on 4 weeks' notice. My team's in America, so full credit to Team Ellis for stepping in on short notice. Ty, Nige, Topic, and the boys down there. You know, it was a a last-minute thing. But again, no excuses. We got the W. He was just a lot tougher than I thought.
And any words to everyone here tonight and everyone watching at home?
Yeah, look, I want to thank the WBA, Mendoza, for always looking after me. You know, number one in the WBA, and we got big things on the horizon. You know, Elvis Grant, my manager, you know, he's doing big things. You know, Gennady Golovkin, Lara, you know, whoever wants it, we got it. Tim Tszyu, once he gets knocked out, like I said, my preparation will be a lot better. Yeah, you can boo or you want, that's fine. But when he gets knocked out, you tell me then what he's going to do. He's going to come back to Australia and what? He's got nothing. Like I said, everyone knows the truth. If I run from Tim Tszyu, why am I here? Why is No Limit giving me the opportunity? Get your facts right. Don't believe the media.
There's a message to Tim, any message to Gennady Golovkin.
Okay, you won me over, Mick.
Gennady, let's do it. Like I said, Gennady, Lara, you know, they're the names that my team's talking about. You know, Elvis Grant's putting all the work. But for me, like I said, we got the W. I'm on to bigger and better things. The preparation's going to be a lot better. We're heading overseas. And like I said, we're taking on the world. But again, full credit to Danilo, Creati and the team for giving me the opportunity. My team, you know, huge thank you to Nick Solomos. You know, without him, I wouldn't be here. You know, he took me under his wing on the 4 weeks' notice. The owner of Deramet, guys, he's an absolute champion. My family, my team, my partner, everybody. I love you all. And all the haters, thank you. Thank you for burning that fucking fire.
Congratulations, Michael Zerafa.
Also, the Rose boys, thank you very much for understanding me and finally knowing the truth. And all my sponsors, my team, that give me the love and support. Without you guys know who you are, I wouldn't be here. So thank you very much.
All right, he reeled me back in.
And you for always shit-stirring me.
No problem. I'll continue. Thank you, Michael Zerafa.
All right, he reeled me back in. You know, I like when fighters fess up, but damn, he's saying Tim Tszyu gonna get knocked out, huh? Sheesh. I don't know, man. Charlo's good. I think Tszyu. Then again, I don't know. I might pick Charlo can knock Tszyu out. You know, and we've seen him get dropped by Terrell Goucher. That's Big J. All right, mate, we're live. What did you think about the fight?
Himself, it was a shit performance, wasn't
it? Yeah.
I mean, he took him far too lightly. He didn't even watch his tapes, and that's something you don't.
When did he say that? That was at the press conference or the?
No, before the fight, and he said after the fight he didn't actually study. He didn't actually watch any tapes on him, and that's boxing 101. Is like you've got to watch your opponent. That's he took it on 4 weeks' notice, but yeah, I mean that fight didn't certainly didn't make any statements. It was terrible. I mean, imagine how much I'd be going off my brain if that was a Tim Tszyu fight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Tim Tszyu fight against Takashi Inoue, that performance from Zerafa was worse, and we all know how much I hated that fight. So, but he got the W. I thought the cards were far too generous. I mean, 97, 93? I don't think so. More like I had it 96, 94 personally.
I had 6-4.
That's what I had, 6-4. Yeah.
You know,
so, I mean,
it just like it didn't do him no favors. It didn't go on, I'd rather had not watched it. I'd rather it didn't do nothing for me.
Look, I'm watching the crowd now. Everyone's already pissed off.
Yeah, they got the hell out of there. It was not a statement at all, but he looks weak. So, maybe Tim Tszyu is going to fight him. On to the next topic. So, January the 28th is the date, right? For Tszyu
January 28th, yep.
We don't have a venue yet. It'll likely be in Vegas or in New York. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in Vegas or New York because they want to get.
No, it's at MGM Grand Vegas.
Oh, the venue's known already? We don't have a press release though. All right, well then if it's going to be in Vegas, then I'm guessing.
I'm pretty sure it's at MGM Grand Vegas because it's the 27th anniversary of his father winning his first title.
Got you. Okay, so now the question is, we talked about it the other day, but I think that Zerafa is going to get Tszyu as Tszyu's homecoming, win or loss. Because
you said that.
I think, but because you got to think about it like this, like why, like he is on a no limit card. The writing is already kind of on the wall, I think.
Oh, definitely if he loses. Definitely if he loses. If he wins, I don't know because there's Fendora, who's a WBC man. He's fighting Tony Harrison, isn't he?
Who?
Fendora.
No, no, actually, there's no talk of them fighting each other. They should be fighting each other, but nope, we haven't been hearing anything.
No, because I thought I heard Fendora was fighting Harrison for the mandatory spot. I could be wrong. Could have swore I heard that.
Yeah. Well, I'm out of the loop anyway, so I'm still like, so you're probably right. But right now, yeah, pretty much if Tim Tszyu does beat Charlo, but you're predicting that Charlo's going to knock him out, right?
Charlo's going to knock his fucking head off. If it goes past 6 rounds, I'll be very, very surprised. I mean, we all know that Tim Tszyu he's a slow starter. He makes a lot of mistakes in his first couple of rounds. He's been knocked on his ass twice.
Yeah, in the early rounds.
Very vulnerable. And Charlo, who pretty much feels offended that he's even have to get in the ring with Tszyu, is just going to walk in there and knock his head off. So I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, if Tim wins, it'll be the greatest win in Australian boxing history, bar none. Mm-hmm. But if he's going to get his head, the Australian boxing needs to be ready for a lot of disappointment.
Yeah.
All right. People need to pull their head out of their asses and think, Tim's not close to what his father was, not even close to what his father achieved. So people need to get in the world of reality.
Is not nothing to play with. He is no joke. Like, he's one of the pound for pound greatest fighters of this era. Like, dude, he's the goods. He's got the goods.
Yeah, I mean, I was just dumbfounded looking at Zerafa going, what is he doing? I mean, I spoke to him the other day and that we said that, a quick knockout's not necessarily a good thing because you don't get the rounds. So I'm just thinking, is he just banking rounds, just playing with his food, or is he just taking the night off?
No, yeah, I mean, and you got to think that, he wants to get Tim Tszyu, so I think that this fight may have hurt his marketability a little bit, especially at this point. He was supposed to go out there and knock this dude out. And put on the statement.
Exactly.
So now, my question to you is, how well does Tszyu versus Zerafa do?
Oh, it'll do massive.
You think it'll be big? It's a big fight over there.
It will be big because people want to see Tim kick the shit out of Mick and vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's going to be more of a the crowd's got to be obviously way in the favour of. Because Tszyu's the face, Mick's the heel. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So that's the way No Limit will set it up. They'll have Tszyu as the face.
So basically,
and Mick is the heel.
So I'm guessing that Zerafa and his team are going to try to push for one of those mandatory spots. To fight maybe what? It's November. What? Because if he wants to get Tszyu, they got to be kind of closer to the same timeline. And Zerafa doesn't dictate when he'll be able to fight one of the champions, whether it's Lara or Golovkin. But maybe
he's got more chance to get.
But correct me if I'm wrong. He still has to fight a final eliminator for the IBF, right?
Yes, he does, because he never fought a square of Falco.
Yeah, and he's ranked number 1, and that's how the IBF works. If you're ranked number 1 and 2, you have to fight to be the mandatory.
Yeah, that's correct. He still has to fight a square with Falco. I mean, that fight was supposed to happen, and then it just all of a sudden faded off until obscurity.
So the timelines don't match up. If we see that Zerafa fight is probably going to not happen, Tim Tszyu, I wouldn't bet on it being in 2023.
Oh, I would.
When you think they're going to do it in 2023? But when though? I guess it would have to be what, the summer? Like something like June, July.
Yeah, I'm gathering May.
Okay. And that's true. They do like to keep Tim Tszyu active. All right. So Tim Tszyu loses to Charlo in January. Then May he comes back to beat up Zerafa to get his confidence back. I think that's what they're doing.
Sorry, what was that?
I think that's what they're doing. That if Tszyu loses to Charlo, they're setting up Zerafa so that he can be a confidence builder for Tszyu, because I think that Tszyu would beat Zerafa.
Yeah. Well, based on that performance tonight, he would.
Yeah. So, all right. Recap of the card, the fights you've seen. How did that Ty Telford look? What happened with that? Did you see that fight?
Say that again.
The Ty Telford fight.
He actually got beat in. It was a corner retirement in 6 rounds.
Yeah, I'm looking at that on BoxRec. And how did that Olympian do?
Yeah, it knocked him out in 2 rounds.
Okay.
So he actually did. He did really. Paulo Acuso, I think his name is.
Okay.
Did really well. Knocked him out in 2 rounds, but old mate weighed in like 7 kilos over the weight.
Yeah, I'm looking at 190. 173 to 190. Jeez.
Yeah, and he actually wants to try to break Jeff Fenech's record of winning a world title in under 7 fights at light heavyweight. That's not going to happen.
Politically, no, it ain't.
Even if he got the champions, they'd beat him anyway. I mean, Bevo will destroy him, and God knows what the others would do to him.
Yeah, Bertabiev ain't no joke. Yeah. He's got some real power behind him. I'm looking at the rankings. It's possible, but I don't think it's gonna happen to get a title shot in 7 fights. He's got 4 fights to do it. It ain't gonna happen.
No, I don't think so. No, not at
all. Anything else? Closing thoughts? That was a shitty fight.
Yeah, it was.
I'm glad he acknowledged it was a shitty performance.
It was a shitty performance. It was. Well, that's the worst mixer after performance I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. That was easily the worst one, but he got the win. Obviously he wasn't that focused on it. He's obviously got his head elsewhere, bigger and better things with Triple G or Lara or whoever he can lay his hands on. But overall, it still was a decent night. I mean, I'm glad that Hodges and Gallen got through it without any controversy or anything like that. So they're retired, they're done. That's good. Rest of the card pretty decent. So overall, another decent card by no limit. But that's it for them for this year. They start off with a bang in 2023.
Yeah. All right. You can follow Big J at Old Make Big J. You can see right down at the bottom of the screen his Twitter handle, and you can follow me at T Street Controversy. Thanks for watching, and we will be updating you soon on what's our plans for with Australian boxing going into 2023. But we will be back for Ebony is December 10th, right?
Yeah, Ebony is December 10th. Yep.
All right, we will be back for Ebony Bridges versus Shannon O'Connell. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.